behind on all my taxes. Now I'm up to date on all my taxes. And it's funny because people still make jokes about it, but like this was over like a year ago that this was an issue, and it's not anymore. I'm caught up, which is great.
Hello, and welcome to James Less's Express Slang, where we get you out as fast as possible. No Context DSP made a program or something like that detected just how much DSP was making off of subs and cheers. Amazing work. Posted his findings on Kiwi Farms, as you can see here. Starting on January 22nd, going all the way up to April 19th. Holy shit. No, April 21st, so 91 days. The raw data is pretty much he's making $120, $180 a day of his subs and cheers. That's not counting the tips. Not counting tips. This is just subs and cheers. Holy shit. Because you gotta remember, he had his, I need $100 a day, guys, $100 a day, $100 a stream in tips. So, let's say he didn't hit every time. Let's say he only got $150 a day in tips. Plus $150 in subs and cheers. $300 a day. 6 days a week. 4 weeks a month. Do you not understand? That's 1,800 times 4. That is over just 7,000. Like, it's mind-boggling to think this man was making over $7,000 a month just in subs and cheers and tips. On average. That is average. Now, we all know that sometimes the guy will show up and be like, alright, here's $3,000 in bits in one go. Of course, you also have Patreon, YouTube, Teespring, Mommy, Behind the Scenes, Cat. But just imagine, $7,200 a month at a low minimum. At a low minimum. That is $86,400. Now, he told the bankruptcy court that he makes $1,000 a month off YouTube. So we're up to $98,400. His Patreon hasn't been doing too well, except recently when he's cried, guys, donate all your money to Patreon instead of subs. It's the only way for me to live. For me to live. But let's say that was, I don't know, another $3,600 a year. Now up to $102,000. But of course, that does not count the behind-the-scenes money, or the money his mom gives him, or the money Cat makes, or Teespring. And again, we're doing a very low estimate of $300 a day, 6 days a week. I don't know about you guys, but $102,000, not counting a bunch of stuff that we can't figure out, and again, doing low estimates. How is he always broke? Now he puts down $5,000 a month in business expenses, right? So that means he's writing off $60,000 a year in business expenses. So he's actually paying taxes on $62,000. Again, not counting Teespring and all that. So he's only paying taxes on $62,000 a year. But again, we have Teespring, so let's go extreme. Let's raise it up to $80,000. $80,000 a year that he has to pay taxes on because of his bullshit business expenses that we all know are bullshit, but he was able to get it past the bankruptcy court, so who knows if he wouldn't be able to pass it by the IRS. Do you think they're going to know any better than Nancy did? Probably not. But filing single, that's a 22% tax rate. $40,000 to $85,000 is 22%. So even when we went, alright, he got $85,000 worth of taxable income at 22%. Remember, there's no state income tax, although there's a business tax, but it's only like 1.5%. But still, it's not that much. It's $18,700. So he still got $66,300 left over after paying federal income tax. But again, we're lowballing all of his numbers. We're lowballing his tips average, his cheer average, his sub average, his YouTube average. So we're going low. But here's the thing. He's married. He's married. So why isn't he filing jointly? Now this is a huge boost because filing jointly, or single, up to $9,875 is 10%. Filing jointly, you pay 10% on the first $19,750, which is pretty much what Kat makes. That's what Kat makes. So you'd be paying 10% on what she makes. Not bad. Next, up to $80,000 between $19,750 and $18,250, you would be taxed at 12%. 12%. So he made $85,000 taxable. Kat brings in 20, so we're up to 105. You're probably thinking, well, 105,000. What's that tax rate? 22% from 80,000 to 171. But mind you, you only pay the 22% on what you make over the 80,251 if you file jointly. You pay 22% over anything you make off of 40,000. So let's say he makes 85,000 a year, and she gets the 20, so you're up to 105. You're only paying 22% on $25,000. Everything under that is 12% or 10%. Like, that is a huge difference. $40,000 at 22% versus $25,000 at 22%. But I've been wondering, why doesn't he file jointly? Like, you would think that'd be one of the first things he would have done, is gone, I can file jointly, guys. So I did, to save myself money. It would literally be thousands of dollars a year he would save himself if he filed jointly. But he doesn't. Now, if he was the one doing his taxes, well, that would make sense. He's too stupid. But he doesn't do his taxes. He pays someone to do his taxes. So why would that person not be able to go, all right, well, here's your wife's W-2s, here's all your forms, ba-da-da-da-da, and, all right, here's what you owe. A lot less because you filed jointly. Congratulations. And yet he doesn't do that. And yet for some reason he does not do that. My theory is he lies to his wife as much as he lies to everyone. No, I don't have the money to take you on a honeymoon, Kat. I can't do it. I just don't have the money. I have too many bills. Well, I know, honey. You told me you only make like $50,000 a year. I mean, that's almost the entire mortgage. We're barely scraping by, honey. It's so bad you only make $50,000 a year. But he's making $85,000 of taxable income because, again, of his business expenses that he's bullshitting on. But again, if he puts $5,000 a month on his bankruptcy forms, he's probably doing that to the IRS. And how would they know? They're the IRS. They're a bunch of old people. Much like Nancy. So, alright. He's got $85,000 in taxable income. The rest went to business expenses. Although part of those business expenses is the phone and cable and food. No joke, he writes off food. Because, I ate food on my stream once, so I can write off food. I go to the bathroom breaks when I'm live streaming, so I write off the water. I'm using electricity doing all this, so I write off all my electricity. You can write off a portion. You can't write off all of it, but this DSP, he said he writes off all of it. So it's like, all right, well, he has these bills, right? So the $85,000 after taxes and bills, but wait. He writes up all of his bills into his business expenses because he works from home. Not supposed to do that. Highly illegal. If he gets audited, he's fucked. But that means $85,000 is what he has left after paying all of his bills because he brought them all off his business expenses. So why doesn't he just file jointly with Kat and save a fuck ton of money? That way he could buy more groceries, right? On his day off. He's always crying about. Again, I think it's because he straight up told her, honey, I only make like $50,000. I mean, well, last year I had a really good year. I made $55,000. Ack. Snort, please believe me. But if he was to file jointly, she'd probably want to be there. She'd be like, well, I want to make sure like all the information is correct and stuff. If he has any questions, no, Kay, you can't come with me. Just give me all your W-2 and birth certificate and Social Security and your business and bank and all this other stuff. If I'm Kat, I'm not comfortable with that. I want to make sure I have my hands on that shit. Can you imagine he gets all of her information, then he goes to the Indian reservation and gets a loan from them at 75% interest because they don't fall under federal laws and regulations on that shit? God, that'd be a kind of dick move I could see him doing. We're doing a payday loan. Okay, I gotta go get the mail. Wow, honey, you've been getting the mail every single day for the past 3 months. That is so kind of you. 6 months later. Honey, I got a call from someone saying I owe $10,000 plus interest and late fees. I don't know how that happened. Someone must have stolen your identity. Yeah, you DSP. Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of for why he wouldn't file jointly. It's because he doesn't want her to know how much money he makes. He doesn't want her to know that he could totally afford any honeymoon she wants if he wasn't dumping his money to WWE champions and other business expenses. What do you guys think? I mean, again, filing jointly would save him thousands of dollars. His tax credit, whatever, like what he would owe in taxes would be a lot lower. But he doesn't do it. And the only thing I can think of is that he lies to the cat about how much money he makes, and he can't let her know. But, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think it's something else? Let me know down in the comments below, because as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.